going on, guys? Bengal again here, coming back at you with another rebuild. This one is an interesting one because it's a speed rebuild, something I haven't done on the channel this year, but I've done it in the past. And basically the idea is we're going to have a set amount of time to make some trades, one season, see how the team performs. And of course, I chose a team without a quarterback, so this might not be so easy. So we have to trade for a quarterback, hopefully one that's pretty decent, and see how this team performs in one season. So we got to patch up the holes, mainly on offense. Bears got a pretty good defense, a lot of good young talent, so guys should progress over the course of the year, and some studs like Khalil Mack. On the offense side of the ball, there is some things to work with. Cordero Patterson has superstar dev, could have some trade value, and running backs are a little bit easier to trade for than other positions. Allen Robinson, true #1 receiver. We got Darnell Mooney, another true #1 overall receiver, or #1 receiver. So there is some stuff to work with. Maybe David Montgomery is going to be my guy. Maybe he's not. A big fan of his, but this is a video game. We got to think about it that way. So let's go ahead and hop in, go over the roster, and try to pinpoint some positions that could be on the move, some positions that need to be filled, some players that we might want or might want to get rid of. So trade influence package is going to be kind of big for me. So we're going to start our coach with that. Okay, so this is the team. Clearly there's no QB here. I mean, you look at Money Mitch Trubisky, you go, okay, that could be the guy. Can't be the guy. We got to figure out a way to get a good quarterback. Jimmy Graham, I don't know. We're mainly going to be trading for older players, I would assume. But Cole Kmet does have star dev. He's got decent overall numbers. I might look to start him. We could use another receiver. David Montgomery's just not going to cut it. He just isn't. Like, I like him, but we need a better overall running back to really be effective. We need a quarterback. I mean, was Sam Mustipher at center? That's pretty awful. Isn't Cody Whitehair the center? Did he move over to guard this season? James Daniels has been hurt, so he definitely moved over to guard from center. So, we could use another offensive lineman. So those are some interesting upgrades for the offense potentially. And then defensively, I kind of like what we have for the most part. Like Jalen Johnson, Kyle Fuller, good combo. It's not like Deshaun Gibson's anything crazy at strong safety, but Eddie Jackson's great. We could use an edge rusher. That might be difficult to acquire, though. You know, other than, of course, Khalil Mack. And then the defensive line is pretty good. Brent Urban is not great at right end. I'll probably end up moving Bilal Nichols over, depending on what we can do. But okay, we know what we need. And it's mainly on the defensive side of the ball. Or offensive side of the ball. We could use an edge rusher on defense. And then offensively, it's maybe running back, quarterback, interior offensive line, and receiver. So what we're gonna do is put 7 minutes on the clock. It's, you know, a nice happy medium between 5 and 10. You guys know math. 7's pretty much in the middle. And I guess we're gonna go ahead and start. Let me just get my, should I get my first trade in, or should I start now? You know what, we're gonna start now. All right, you guys see it? I got an iPhone 6. Not everybody can be millionaires. Relax. We got 7 minutes on the clock. You can follow along with the timestamp of the video, and time starts now. All right, here we go. What am I looking to trade first and foremost? It's not the higher overall players. It's guys like David Montgomery. It's guys like Cordero Patterson, maybe Jimmy Graham. These guys aren't going to have a tremendous amount of trade value. I'm just looking for a team like the Jets that would have value from all those guys. CJ Mosley would be a good upgrade from Danny Trevathan at inside backer. So maybe we just trade. This is not going to go through. It's going to be really tough to trade for him. So I just got to take that out. We need somebody a little bit older. I need someone who's older for sure. Let me get Cordero in there. Kind of go around the team. I'm looking for double green value. The Texans have it. J.J. Watt could be easy to acquire. We might be able to get J.J. Watt. Can a first round pick get J.J.? No, it can't. I don't really think there's any scenario where we get him, unless maybe I add like Bilal Nichols, maybe Robert Quinn in there. I mean, tight end's gonna have almost no value. Do you want Bilal Nichols? It's just not gonna be able to happen. JJ Watt is too good at this moment in time. We're not gonna be able to do that. So this is not off to a hot start. We need our quarterback. I think that's the thing we need to focus on the most. So maybe we go to a team with an older quarterback that's still good. Like maybe a Tom Brady. Maybe we go to the Bucks. What overall is Tom Brady? 93, but he's also in his 50s, it feels like. He's 43 years old. Do they want Akeem Hicks? I don't want to give up Akeem Hicks. Strong safety. They're not going to really want Deshaun Gibson, I don't think. So we're going to have to trade like a lot of value here if I want Tom Brady. Charles Leno, it's a decent starting tackle. But if we can get Tom Brady, I think it's well worth it. Give me Charles Leno and a second-round pick for Tom Brady. Okay, it's going to be Leno. We'll do a future 3 and a current 2 for Tom Brady. Big start. Our first trade is acquiring certainly a solid starter at the quarterback position. I wonder if Foles or Trubisky has any value. Can't really stop and evaluate the team. We already know what we have. We just have to make moves at this point. And Nick Foles actually does have some decent value with a couple teams. Who would I be looking to move? Or who would I be looking to get on the Colts? We're not going to be able to get DeForest Buckner. I think if we can get Quentin Nelson, that's a pretty huge win. It's going to be Nick Foles. What else can we move? Danny Trevathan? I don't really want to do that. Do you want Buster Screen? Really, they don't. We have 4 minutes to go. Wide receiver. I mean, we don't really need to make a move at that, to be honest. What about Nick Foles and a future 4? It's not going to be enough. But a 4 and a current 5 might be. It's so close. Let me go current 5, future 2. Boom. Quentin Nelson. Big addition to the team. Helps out the offensive line. Probably goes and plays left tackle as a replacement for Quentin Nelson. Still looking to trade Cordarrelle Patterson. Still looking to trade Jimmy Graham. We just got to be... We got to be smart with who we go after here. Can we get Mekhi Becton? No. You know who's another easy player to trade for? Because of where he sits on the depth chart is Isaiah Simmons. So if we could get him somehow, that would be awesome. But I don't know if that's going to be doable. They don't want Jimmy Graham, even though they want tight end. 3 minutes to go, man. Isaiah Simmons doesn't help me out a ton. So maybe we have to go after a different guy. Let's think about some good old players. Or a good running back. Who's a good running back in the NFL that's not particularly young? Derrick Henry's a little young. I don't know. A lot of the good running backs are very young, not shockingly. Maybe we go to... I mean, I think we might just have to throw age out the window. Saquon Barkley might be a decent player to trade for because he's only a 90 overall, but still is very good. Danny Trevathan. Please have some interest in Mitch Trubisky. They do have a little bit. We can definitely get Saquon here. 3rd round pick. Get him. No, not quite. I don't really want to give up a first because I want that for another trade. What about a future first? Wow, I have to give up a current first to get Saquon. Probably is going to be worth it, though. Danny Trevathan helps us get Saquon Barkley. Now, David Montgomery could go, but I think Cordarrelle Patterson would be a better player to trade. And then Brent Urban's not going to have any value. He just won't. We'll hold on to David Montgomery as a good backup. We need a true edge that's, like, older. Who's a good older edge? Cameron Jordan could work, but we don't really have anything they want. J.J. Watt, again, is going to be impossible to trade for. We have 1 minute and 45 seconds. J.J. Watt is, like, kind of the ideal person to get, but he is just, unfortunately, too tough to get. But we can get Chandler Jones. That would be huge. They need a tight end. Please want Jimmy Graham. Please. They don't. Just over a minute now. Future 1. Send it. Yes. Cordarrelle Patterson, Robert Quinn. Future 1 for Chandler Jones. That is a huge pickup for the defense. Is there anything I can trade to get a star receiver? That part seems a little unlikely. I don't know if we're going to be able to do that. I mean, we could also use a middle linebacker, clearly. We have 55 seconds to make something happen. Dolphins. What can we get from the Dolphins? Xavier Howard is going to be tough to get. And we don't have any picks at this point. Jerome Baker. Jerome Baker is going to happen. Brent Urban for Jerome Baker. It's going to be Brent Urban and a 6th round pick for Jerome Baker. So the 6th goes to Miami. We get Jerome Baker. Good feeling it inside backer. We have 26 seconds. I still probably want to try and trade Tariq Cohen. I still want to trade Jimmy Graham. I think our defense is fine at this point. Double green from the Jets. Who can I get from the Jets? Not really anybody. Texans, we have 5 seconds. Justin Reed. No. 2 seconds. Time is up. Time is up, as you can hear. I always hate when I hear other people's alarms because it gives me like PTSD to waking up. Which I understand there are tougher things people go through than waking up every morning. But man, that alarm hits and you're just like, let me go back to sleep, please. But I feel like this actually went fairly well. Like, yeah, we got a little bit worse on the offensive line by losing Charles Leno, who's not particularly good, by the way. I think we all know that. So let me go ahead and rearrange the team, change the positions around to fit where we want everybody, and then I will give you guys a breakdown of the new squad. So this is the offense. I mean, it actually is better probably because on our offensive line, we had Sam Mustipher in there starting at center. Now we have Jermaine Fetty at right guard, which is not great. Cody Whitehair moves back to center. Bobby Massey's at right tackle. It's not great, but it's okay. James Daniels back at left guard. Quentin Nelson is our new starting left tackle. Good player. I probably should have tried to get Zach Martin. Just kind of slipped my mind. Got Cole Kmet starting at tight end over Jimmy Graham, who I just could not trade. Receiver, little bit of a position of need, but we have some, some good talent there, like Darnell Mooney, for example. And then defensively, I think we've actually managed to upgrade this team somehow with the addition of Chandler Jones, with the addition of Jerome Baker. We actually have some really good players out here. Not much has changed, I get that, but Robert Quinn jumping up to Chandler Jones is a pretty significant boost. And we didn't really lose a lot to get that. Like Buster Screen's still in there. Our defensive line's been rearranged. And this is how the specialist will look. I almost wonder if we should do another season of just simulating after this to see how it goes. But we are up to an 84 overall, 84 offense, 85 defense. When we took over this team, I think it was actually a little bit lower. So I guess we'll go ahead, simulate to the midseason mark, check on this team, see how we're doing. Mid-season mark, we are 6-2. I would say doing fairly well, winning the NFC North at this point. Allen Robinson is a free agent. We are up to an 85 overall, 85 offense, 87 defense. Here's the thing. As Cole Kmet, of course, has star. I think it was wise to start him over Jimmy Graham. But here's the thing. Like, I know this is a speed rebuild. The entire point was just going crazy with trades at the start, trying to get better for right now. But should we do another season after this? I think we probably should, just to see how the team goes. And maybe we'll have a rapid-fire offseason, including, like, 5 minutes for free agency and the draft. That would actually be kind of fun. Let's do that. Let's get the entire experience. And maybe I move Allen Robinson into the slot. Maybe that's the thing that happens. So I guess let's go ahead and re-sign some players if we are doing one more season after this. And there's not a ton here. Like, yeah, our special teamers in Pat O'Donnell and Eddie Pinheiro. But do we really want Sean Gibson back? Probably not. Allen Robinson, absolutely. Ooh, we actually have no money. We have no money for Allen Robinson. So he's going to have to get franchise tagged. So I guess free agency is not going to be that exciting at all. But we will simulate to the playoffs. Good start. 6-2 for the boys. Just need to keep that pace up. We got Tom Brady. We got Allen Robinson. Utilize these weapons on offense. Saquon Barkley, even. As this team had a first-round bye. 13-3 for the Chicago Bears. If we check out the team schedule, we were just very, very good the entire year. Lost to the Colts by a touchdown. Lost to the Rams by 8. Lost to the Texans by 3. But overall, we were scoring a lot of points. I mean, probably the best offense in the league. How many games do you see where we scored under 30 points? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 out of 16 games scoring 30 points or more, with a lot of those games at 40 points or more. I mean, you'll certainly take that. 4th best offense in terms of yards, but in terms of points, we were number 1 in the league. And that was a well-earned first-round bye. On defense, 2nd fewest amount of yards allowed, but the 5th most points, or 6th fewest points allowed. Quarterback sacks, we had 49, also had 9 interceptions. Let's check out the player stats, as Tom Brady had an unreal year. Nearly 4,200 yards, 44 touchdowns to only 6 interceptions. Rushing, Saquon was awesome. Almost 1,400 yards, 5.1 yards per carry, 11 TDs. Keeping David Montgomery proves to be a great move, as he averages well over 4 yards per carry on 115 touches, almost 500 yards, 1 yard shy, and also 11 touchdowns. Did fumble the ball twice. Allen Robinson over 1,000 yards, 5 TDs. Darnell Mooney. It's Darnell Mooney season all the time. 946 yards, 10 TDs. Cole Kmet, as a rookie, had an unreal year. 836 yards and 11 TDs. Great year for a tight end. And then defensively, Roquan Smith had 104 tackles, 8 for loss, 2.5 sacks, 2 picks. Quarterback sacks, 16 for Khalil Mack, 4.5 or 14.5 for Chandler Jones, 7.5 for Akeem Hicks. Jerome Baker had 5. Roquan 2.5. Roy Robertson Harris had 2. Eddie Goldman 1. Did Bilal Nichols not record a sack? That's so bad. Interceptions, 3 for Kyle Fuller, 2 for Baker, 2 for Roquan, 2 for Eddie Jackson. Jalen Johnson didn't even have 1. Hate to see that. Any defensive touchdowns? No. Where are we shaping up for yearly awards? Josh Allen wins MVP. Tom Brady finishes at 3. NFC Offensive Player of the Year is Tom Brady. There we go. Saquon at 9. Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. Khalil Mack at 2. Chandler Jones at 7. Roquan Smith at 9. Offensive Rookie of the Year is Cam Akers. Cole Kmet at 3. Darnell Mooney at 4. Defensive Rookie of the Year is Chase Young. 3 Panthers in a row. Inya Gross, Matos, Derek Brown, Jeremy Chin. But Jalen Johnson at number 7. I mean, I assume we won Best QB. Tom Brady won it. Saquon didn't win Best Running Back. Best Receiver goes to Kenny Galladay. Darnell Mooney at 7. How do we know Allen Robinson in there? Quentin Nelson wins Best O-Line. Best D-Line, Aaron Donald. Akeem Hicks was in there, though. Khalil Mack, Best Linebacker. Chandler Jones at number 2. Best DBs, Jalen Ramsey. So, wow. We were really, really good overall. Up to an 87 as a team. Defense really didn't jump up the way I thought it might have. In the divisional, we have the New Orleans Saints. Our offense jumps up to an 88 overall for this game. And things are looking pretty good. I mean, Bobby Massey hasn't developed very much at all, but Cole Kmet is playing up to an 81 overall with morale. Jermaine Ifedi's up to a 73. Saquon, 96. Tom Brady, 96. Some of these guys are absolutely killing it. And then defensively, Khalil Mack, 99. Chandler Jones, 96. Jalen Johnson into the 80s. We're coming to play, man. This could be a Super Bowl team year 1. Just got to go through the Saints. They're a very strong team in simulation, but we beat them 34-15. Seahawks in the conference championship, 1 win away from the Super Bowl here. And this would be a crazy thing to do in a speed rebuild. And we are in the Super Bowl against the Cleveland Browns. Also, we have Colin Kaepernick now. That's what it is. His heart propelled us to the Super Bowl. Yikes. 2000 XP. Let's get a O-line training boost. There we go. And yeah, I really didn't expect to be in the Super Bowl here. Maybe we won't even do another season because speed rebuild, I guess the entire point is only the one quick area to make moves. And with no money to spend in free agency, if we bring back Allen Robinson, I guess it really doesn't matter. So here we are in the Super Bowl. Browns versus Bears. Battle of the Midwest. Would you consider Ohio to be the Midwest? It's on the border, because Indiana certainly is, and Ohio's right next to it. Tom Brady as a Buck looks, Tom Brady as a Buck does look really weird still, but Tom Brady as a Bear looks even stranger, especially wearing number 6, because Allen Robinson, unlike Chris Godwin in real life, I suppose refused to give up that number. It's our storyline. But let's see how this goes, man. Not going to be playing the full game, obviously, but we'll see how it goes and jump in as needed. As this drive is being stalled a little bit, and a huge stop from the Bears, and shocker, Cody Parkey misses a field goal. and we're going to take over. Let's get our first drive going. Tom Brady, Saquon Barkley, new look Bears offense. Of course, it's always Darnell Mooney season. Let's get the ball to him, and he fumbles. Well, well, well. That sucks, Darnell. Let's see what the defense can do. It probably means not stopping the run at all. And on 2nd and 3, imagine they're going to. Receiver in motion, run up the middle. Yeah, it's going to be really, really tough to stop the run outside of simulation for a lot of reasons. Like, 1, because it is Madden on next gen. 2, they've got a really good offensive line and really good backs. Wow, how is that open? How is that open at all? How does Baker get that to Odell? I couldn't see a window. I mean, if I throw that ball, that's an interception every time. But Baker threads the needle, and that is a big first down. It's a draw. And Nick Chubb is just way too good. Just way too good. That's a touchdown? We're all over him, man. Odell hitting the whip like it's 2017. Browns go up early. I can't even believe that. That's just all Madden for you. I know it's arcade, but like it is still all Madden difficulty, and we're still getting cheesed. So just because Darnell Mooney made a little bit of an uh-oh, doesn't mean we won't go back to him. Go out, Saquon. Playmaker up the field, and he tries to go back to the inside. What are we doing there? 2nd and 6. Allen Robinson could be super open here. We're going to give him a one-on-one shot. That's defensive pass interference all day on Greedy Williams. Really don't like the placement of that ball, but hey, works out. A-Rob draws DPI, and we are about to enter the red zone. This would be a good opportunity to get Saquon involved, but I'm not going to do it. We had Cole Kmet. We did have Circle coming over the middle, but I'm taking the safer throw there. Double A gap. They're blitzing, though. Saquon takes it for a few. Saquon again. Just fight your way in, Saquon. Touchdown, Saquon Barkley. We're right back in this game. Clearly never out of it, only down by 7. Saquon throwing the jump ball between Jermaine Ifedi and Cole Kmet. I think I probably have Cole Kmet in that one. Nick Chubb rushes for 62 yards and a touchdown. Well, well, well. That is not ideal. We're jumping back in on offense here. Play action. Can we thread the needle there? We can! It's Darnell Mooney to the 35. On the post, threw it over the boundary corner on the right side. Safety couldn't cover it. Nice play. Let's get it to Saquon. I mean, there's the RPO. We're going to get called for blocking downfield. I thought I handed it off, but clearly not. Yeah, legal man downfield. Got to get the ball out a little quicker on an RPO, but again, I thought I was handing it off, so that is not really even relevant. We got Kmet. Just split the safety. It's Darnell Mooney and Cole Kmet really one-on-one or two-on-one against Ronnie Harrison. He's not going to be able to handle that. Oh, Tom Brady's in the zone. All we have to do to stay in is not take a sack. Over the middle, Darnell Mooney, and that's a touchdown. I don't know how he crossed the ball across the goal line, but he did it. Ooh, punt. Let's jump back in on offense. Look to make a play. I'm having a little bit of fun playing with this team. I mean, we built it in such a quick manner of time. I need to get rid of the football. There's Cole Kmet using that body. I needed to get rid of it because I don't want to take a sack. I don't want to get out of the zone with Tom Brady. So throwing that ball as quickly as possible to whoever, even if it wasn't the correct read, was absolutely necessary. We have one-on-one. Anthony Miller catches it, breaks a tackle, and has a touchdown. Anthony Miller. Way to make a play. What are we doing here? Is this a celebration? I'm choosing where we're running right now. What is happening? What is that? Take a look at the replay. Say what you will about the gameplay on next gen, but I mean, it certainly looks nice. It certainly looks nice. Tom Brady looks like Tom Brady. That's over 60 yards in the air. And DB just never stood a chance. And then it just locked me in running around like crazy. Couldn't do anything there. And that's Colin Kaepernick taking a knee. Poetic. Who said Madden's not realistic? Look at him. Colin Kaepernick. He's on one knee. They barely hit the extra point. I'm sorry, Jamie Gillen punts it negative 68 yards for a touchback? Excuse me? I have no idea what just happened. I mean, clearly a little bit of a glitch. Oh, he tells me who to throw to. I mean, I was going to go to Darnell Mooney anyway, as I'm always looking for him. But I guess Tom Brady's superstar X-Factor ability literally tells you who to throw to when they're open. Damn, I could use that. Let me put Komet or Graham on a corner. Komet on a streak. Barkley's coming out of the backfield, and he's wide open. Saquon in space is just too good. He breaks a tackle even though the juke is unsuccessful. Juke's back, truck stick. Saquon Barkley is a ton of fun. That's open. Thread the needle by Tom Brady. Allen Robinson down to the 2. We're about to run away with this thing if we can get into the end zone. Read option with Tom Brady. That's nuts. Kept it with him. Tom Brady, quarterback keeper. And he gets his rushing touchdown in the Super Bowl. Tom Brady en route to a Super Bowl MVP as we're up 28-13. Do a little bit more simulating now. There's not a whole lot of offense going on as Pat O'Donnell punts this one back. Brown's driving down the field now. Let's go ahead and jump in, try to get a big stop. They're almost destined to make this a touchdown game. We want to stop that at all costs. It's a run. It's play action. Get after Baker. He just ran us around. I mean, wow. Couldn't lock in there. 3rd and 3. Do they run the ball? No. Trying to cover everything. It's a check down. Oh my goodness, the movement on Next Gen so bad, but the ball's loose and then recovered by Joel Bitonio. The movement on Next Gen is like running in quicksand. And I'm literally right in the gap, and it just doesn't let me tackle him. Roquan Smith in the gap, blow it up! There we go, hit stick, fumble. Roquan Smith is going to the house. To the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Odell, get back to the sideline. You ain't catching nothing. Roquan Smith, forced fumble, fumble recovery, touchdown. Browns do score a touchdown that time. It's 35-19. We're driving down the field. Let's take over on the 33. See what we can do. We'd love an A-Rob score here. Probably could have got to him, but we're going to go Cole Kmet. Oh, look at the big-bodied tight end enforcing his will. Fresh set of downs. Another check down. They're just not really covering underneath. Oh, look at the spin move. Anthony Miller down to the 2. Look at the movement. We're going to go read option again. They're just not ready for it. They played Saquon. Tom Brady rushing touchdown number 2. Saquon is just a decoy for the true rushing threat that is Tom Brady. Clearly. But that is the Super Bowl. 42-19 is your final. I did end up playing quite a bit of that just because I was having a good time, man. It's good to have fun on Madden every once in a while. But 42-19 is your final. Speed rebuild by the Bears is successful. We had big additions. Tom Brady, Saquon Barkley, Quentin Nelson. 3 really, really good additions on offense. And then on the defense side of the ball, the addition of Chandler Jones with a 14.5 sack season definitely helped out our defense quite a bit en route to a Super Bowl victory. Darnell Mooney with a big fumble at the start of this thing. But guess what? We came back. We rebounded. He made a nice catch there. Darnell Mooney season is in full swing. He had 2 really nice catches. One of them for a touchdown over the middle. Tom Brady, 2 rushing touchdowns. The Browns' offense was good at the start, but slowed down significantly. Big play by Roquan Smith. We saw that to force the fumble and then take it back. Aired it out for Anthony Miller. Arcade mode took over, and he went up and got it. But Roquan Smith is your player of the game? How is that possible? I get 7 tackles. He had a touchdown, forced a fumble, recovered a fumble. I get all that. There's no way in hell that he deserved that more than Tom Brady. Of course, he's going to be hoisting the Lombardi here in a minute, right now. But Tom Brady deserved that Super Bowl MVP, but he gets another one. Tom Brady wins a Super Bowl outside of New England. Absolutely crazy. Saquon, Tom Brady, and then Allen Robinson, Roquan Smith. So half the players that were up there on the podium we actually traded for at the end. But Tom Brady with 333 yards passing, only threw 5 incompletions, had 2 passing touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns. You cannot tell me Roquan Smith deserved that over someone with 4 total TDs. But I guess in the freaking Madden logic for MVP for the Super Bowl, they choose the defensive player who scored a touchdown every single time. But that is going to do it for the speed rebuild, I guess. We built a pretty good team, if I do say so myself. Can we see any upgrades here? Show me Darnell Mooney with star development. No? Stupid. Stupid. What about any upgrades defensively? None. Akeem Hicks actually went up to superstar, so I take that back. So 1. But that is going to do it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.
Insane, I hit it at the park, bend bones. See me high step to the end zone. My life like a game, Nintendo. Playing with the best, let them know. Get off the track, the train's coming through. Yeah, promise you get in my way, then you best believe I'ma just run over you. Yeah, yeah. Papa turn, taking it back to the house. Defense a joke, I'm laughing so loud. Speed burst good.